Good morning, Lagos. Good morning, Nigerians. Yes, apologies for coming really a bit late. 34 minutes past the hour of 8 right here on Super 92.7 FM. It's Spotlight on Super FM. My name is Michael. Welcome to the program. Well, quickly today on Spotlight we address Labour Party ahead of 2027, and also we'll talk about the genocide situation in Nigeria. Yes, we address the genocide situation in Nigeria. Well, joining us live to review this together from Benue State. Also, we have our guest from Plateau State, and we have our guest also joining us from Nasarawa State. Well, together we'll talk more on this genocide situation in Nigeria. Welcome to Spotlight. All right, the African Union Commission chairpersons has rejected accusations by U.S. President Donald Trump that very large numbers of Christians were being killed in Africa's most populous country. And that's coming from the African Union Commission chairperson Mahmoud Ali Yusuf. We spoke at the second Africa Climate Summit in Addis Ababa. And also in all of that, I say what's going on in the northern part of Nigeria has nothing to do with the kind of atrocities we see in Sudan or in some part of eastern DRC. That's a statement coming from Mahmoud Ali Yusuf. He told reporters he referring to Democratic Republic of Congo. When all of that, he said, think twice before making such statements. The first victims of Boko Haram are Muslims, not Christians. Well, we'll hear from him also regarding all of that statement, and then we'll go straight into the conversation. Well, joining us live to look deeper into all of this, we have a Labour Party chairman in Benue State, and that's talking about Mr. Ibrahim Idoko. Good morning, Mr. Ibrahim, and welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Mike. Thank you for having me once again, and thank you, viewers, for joining, listeners for joining us.
All right, so we also have Chief Dennis Usa Gbongbon. He's a resident of Plateau State and also a chartered accountant. Okay, a registered of Nasarawa, I guess, and also a chartered accountant. Good morning, Chief, and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Mr. Mike.
You're joining us from Nasarawa State, I guess, right?
Yes, I'm right in Nasarawa State.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much for that. Well, also joining us live is Comrade Ngotom Janla, who is a graduate of University of Agriculture at Makurdi and an IT specialist. Comrade, good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Mr. Mike. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Spy FM.
All right. Well, let's go straight into the conversation. Let's hear from what the AU chief had to say regarding this.
Communicating, making clear that what's going on in northern part of Nigeria has nothing to do with the kind of atrocities we see in Sudan or in some part of eastern DRC. I think the complexity of the situation in northern Nigeria should, push us think twice before, declaring such.
Sorry, Mr. Mike, we can't hear.
Statements.
I can't hear what is going on.
Boko Haram are Muslims.
Okay, you can hear.
The first victim, and I'm saying it with documented references. So. The complexity in the northern part of Nigeria should not be taken,
All right, he's talking about the complexity in the northern part of Nigeria. Says that should not be taken easily. But let's hear from those who live in the states. Right, let's begin from our Labour Party chairman. You're in Benue State. What has been happening in the state regarding to the genocide situation in Nigeria?
Thank you very much, Michael, having me. I think before we go into this conversation, because genocide has been mentioned so many places and so many times with contradictory definitions and how it relates to us around here. So I want to give a clear definition of what genocide, a very brief one, and what genocide means, so that as we go into the conversation, our listeners can understand why people flaunt around genocide and what is happening around us. Genocide is defined as the intentional, systematic destruction in whole or in part of a national, ethnic, racial, or religious group. This is a brief definition of genocide. I think that will help us give us clarity in what we're about to discuss, now that we have laid a foundation of what genocide really means. Now, when you look at what is going on, you will notice, whether done or by commission, you will notice that there is an intentional and targeted systematic killing of a particular set of people, especially in the northern region and north central region. If that is the case, then we can aptly say that yes, indeed, there is a genocide going on within this region. That has been established. I would like to shed more light as we continue the conversation. I just wanted to establish this background so that people don't confuse when some of us say, yes, there is a genocide going on in our environment or in our climate, because this definition has become very necessary for clarity's sake, so that when we begin to mention that genocide is happening here, people will understand our plea. And as we continue this conversation, I'm going to show us and give us typical examples within Benue. Let me be very specific now. Okay. I can even go beyond Benue. Well, let me be specific. Within Benue, where people in their sleep, in their ancestral home, were deliberately targeted and wiped out because of their ethnicity, because of their religion. And we know those that are committing such crime, when they come to do the crime or when they are in the crime, there is a particular mentioning. They mention a particular slogan as they commit this crime, all right, which gives it a religious coloration. So this is the point we are making. And that is why for those of us that have been victims, for those of us that have relatives, friends, family, and colleagues that have been victims of this massacre, we attempted to say that there is a targeting and deliberate elimination of our people. And that is why we say, yes, there is a genocide going on. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Let me let you know that two communities in north-central Nigeria erupted in protest following an overnight attacks that left at least 6 people dead and several others missing in Nasarawa and Benue State. In Sarkin Noma, a farming settlement in the Keana local government area of Nasarawa State, youth blocked the Lafia Makurdi highway after suspected armed herders reportedly invaded their community, killing 2 men and abducting 1 elderly resident. Also in Benue State, the commercial motorcycle riders, popularly known as okada, shut down a town of Gboko in a similar outcry over the killings of 4 of their colleagues by gunmen who also stole their motorcycle. Well, let's come to Chief Dennis. Chief Dennis, tell me what's happening in Nasarawa State. Well, I just said it out now. Our 2 communities actually at loggerhead. Some will call it farmer herders clash, and some are saying, well, it's now genocide. What is really happening in Nasarawa State?
Yes, Mr. Mike, thank you. I'm very happy because, one, I'm also a community leader.
Oh, wow.
I am also the president of United Farmers Association in the Benue Valley. I also double as the chairman of an indigenous cooperative society, which is called United Farmers Association, Kadariko, Keana local government in Nasarawa State.
Wow.
And the community you just mentioned happens to be my community because I speak with you right in Kadariko, in Keana local government in Nasarawa State. Although the Sarkin Noma is just a village on Kadariko in Keana local government. Before the attack of Sarkin Noma, there has been series of attacks of various communities in Keana and by extent in Nasarawa South Senatorial District, which we have 5 local governments. We have Doma, we have Lafia, we have Keana, we have Obi, and we have Awe. These attacks has been systematic, and as you are aware, nobody can dispute the fact of genocide. There is what we call Sharia genocide. The genocide.
But they hear you, Chief. They hear you, Chief, is saying that there is no genocide.
What the AU are a political set of group who has been influenced by the leadership of Nigeria, which some of them are sponsors of this genocide. There is what we call Sharia genocide. Sharia is what is linked to Islamic religion. It's a systematic organization that believe in injustice. And what they do is to kill you, is to maim you, is to do whatever they feel like doing as far as you does not agree with their own principles. It is from that angle that you have Boko Haram. Because what they said is that the Western civilization is a haram, is a taboo. That means it's something that has not to be done. So anybody who does not believe in their own theory, that person has to be targeted and has to be massacred.
What theory is that? What theory are they after? What theory are they looking for?
They are after Sharia. Do you know what Sharia is all about? Sharia is about Islam. Islam has their calendar. They have their language, which is mostly Arabic in nature. They don't speak Hausa. They don't believe in Fulani. They have a language called Arabic. If you can record them, they have a written on the Nigerian currency, and subsequently that was removed. Arabic is taught in the primary schools, and Arabic is not a spoken language in Nigeria. So that is where the Sharia is coming from. This is something that has to do with their own identity, which is only them that can explain best. And what they are now trying to do is to Islamize Nigeria in order to implement Sharia policies here. They have members who have lobbied, who they have sponsored, that are in the National Assembly, that are in the various state assemblies where they operate.
How are you sure about this fact? You're saying they have members who they are sponsoring the National Assembly.
My brother, let me tell you, let me narrow down to Nasarawa State.
Okay.
We have alleged against a member of the National Assembly, which is Senator Muhammad Nao, and Honorable Hassan Naraba in Keana, who is also a member of House of Rep, who has been the sponsors of these bandits here. We have written
do you have evidence for this? Do you have evidence for this?
My brother, we have written, we have demanded for investigation. We are even appealing that we are ready to give evidence. They are avoiding us. We have written to the president. You have the
evidence right now for this?
Yes, we have it right now. We are even appealing to lay the evidence. They are avoiding us. We have met the director DSS in Abuja of recent. We told him we have evidence. We have met the defense chief. That is Christopher Musa, which shortly has been relieved, but the system continues. We are appealing to them that we have evidence to lay to them to convict these people, but they are avoiding us. We don't even know the reason why they are avoiding us. So I can speak with you if you want. You invite me to Lagos, I will lay the evidence for you. Or you come to Kadariko, I will show you. Because these people are people who are representing me, which I know that they know me. I know where they harbor these people. I know what they do, and I have videos that I can prove them. Police has seized one of my handsets, which contain a lot of facts that they refuse to give to me. And I asked them, why are they refusing to release that handset? Is it because these people are above the law? my brother, it is not an issue. It is an issue of fact and figure when you come to the community.
All right, we'll have you. We'll have you. We'll invite you down to the studio, and we'll talk about that off air, so that we can lay more facts to these allegations that you've made mention right now. Let's come to Comrade Ngotam Janla, who is an IT specialist. Comrade, you heard what Chief Dennis is saying. And now in Plateau State, we've seen a series of videos regarding to this genocide situation. And then we have one pastor, I can't remember his name right now, Matthew, I guess, who has also come out to, stay in front line regarding all of the situation. What do you say? Regarding the situation happening there. So can you tell us what is happening in Plateau State regarding this genocide situation? You are in the States.
All right. Thank you so much for this privilege. I can categorically say that what is happening in my state, Plateau State, is purely genocide based on what one of our brothers has defined genocide. It's totally genocide.
So that means the words of the AU chief, Mohammedi Ali Yusuf, are all false. Is that what you're saying?
Hello, sir?
I mean, you are saying that the words of the AU chief, the African Union Commission chairperson, Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, are all false.
Yes, it's false. Because I'm part of the state. I've been experiencing the crisis that is happening in my state. Him that is standing from far away, giving analysis or telling whatever who is feeding him with those informations are false. It's purely genocide, sir. And let me tell you, last 3 weeks, I was traveling to my local government.
Which is where?
Side.
Okay.
Hot afternoon, these guys were attacking travelers, killing people. If your car stopped, they will kill you. If your car didn't stop, they will shoot the car and destroy you people. So what these guys are doing is purely genocide.
And how,
they want to take over this state.
And how did you? How were you able to escape that? If it happened, just like you
it's
mentioned,
only God. It's God that saved us. So it was when the military had it. The difference between where the operation and the checkpoint is not up to 2 kilometers, sir. And these guys successfully escaped. None of them was caught.
So what they did now, is it how you ascribe it to a religious fight? If you just give me an example of an incident now, so how is that a religious incident? How does that have to do with the Muslims or the Christians?
You know these people, what I can categorically tell you is against the Plateau people, is against the Christians, because most of the attacks are basically on Christian dominated sites.
Oh.
You look at the local government, these guys has been captured, the villages, these guys have been captured, the farms, these guys destroyed are mostly Christian farms, are mostly Christian investments. The church, you hardly get, okay, for a long time now, I can't remember when I heard that they attacked a mosque.
But they do.
But
they do.
Yes, I said it has been a long time. But now the case now is mostly attack places are Christian dominated areas. So what can we say about that one? They are against the Christianity in the state. They were against the people living in the state. And these guys are well trained to a point that they can come and operate successfully and go without any single person being caught.
Wow.
Yes. This thing I'm telling you is purely genocide, sir. And I can stand by it because you see these guys come in the morning. Sometimes they can attack for 3-4 hours. Let's say from 3 to 6.
And no intervention from security forces.
No information from the security. Before the security man came in, this guy has gone. And what keeps me worried is Plateau State is surrounded by most of these states in the North Central. But these guys can operate successfully and go successfully without one being caught. That's where our problem is coming with the securities. Someone will come to a central area like Plateau State, like some of these local government, Barkin-Ladi, like Riom, like Bokos, and operate successfully and go without any single trace. It gives us worries. That's why we can say that these guys, they are well trained, they are well planned, and they have the backup of some government officials.
Okay, let's talking about politics. Let me come to the Labour Party chairman right there in the conversation, Mr. Ibrahim. Mr. Ibrahim,
yes,
you heard from Chief there, who is also a community leader, the president of a farmers association right there in Nasarawa State. You heard how it says, well, some political leaders, some senators or reps members are also hating all of this. Do you agree? You are a politician. Do you agree with all of this? That truly there are political leaders or political factors in this genocidal situation in Nigeria?
Our political environment and the way it is makes it very difficult for a politician to come out and say that he is supporting killings or he's not, he's against it. It is complex in the sense that politicians, most cases, generality of the welfare and the security of their people. I want to give a general overview before I speak specifically.
Okay.
They are mostly concerned with the next election. And whatever that will give them the next election, that is what you will see them doing and hear them saying. So because of that, it becomes very difficult to see the average politician coming out to criticize or to admit exactly what is going on. That is politics for you. Politicians always try to be what we call politically correct in their statement, so that they can be seen to be protecting the integrity and the sovereignty of Nigeria, so that they don't fall into trouble easily, not just with their financiers and their supporters, so to say, but with the government in power, so to say. So you see, that's why it becomes very difficult to begin to identify a particular politician who are sponsoring this thing, except there are undeniable records, just like stated by Chief from Nasarawa, that he has undeniable record and was even able to call names of a politician who is participating. Unless you have such kind of record, it will be very difficult to pinpoint or point at a particular politician who is responsible on killing of people. But you see, he also mentioned something to tell you how powerful and influential politicians can manipulate the system, maneuver, and get themselves out of such accusation. It has become very difficult for him, despite with records, despite with documents. It is becoming very difficult for him to be able to prove that there is an involvement of a top politician. So, Mr. Mike, you see how difficult it is for politicians to come out and say, yes, this is how it is, and this is who is responsible. Let me tell you this. I'm saying this because they are in public domain. A one-time retired general in the Nigeria intelligence circle, sometime came out to say that he is surprised to see the kind of records, the kind of document that DSS herself have upon some of these people sponsoring terrorism.
And cannot be caught.
Hello?
And cannot be caught.
And exactly. This is a senior intelligent military officer saying this to the nation. And you and I know what happened. I'm trying to recall his name. He's from the southwest of Nigeria, was a retired senior intelligent officer that was saying this, that when he came out with this fact, the military has to recall him back to ask him to keep quiet.
Oh,
so
really?
This is what is going on in Nigeria, because there are powerful and influential people, not just in political, not just our politicians, but even within the rank and file of the military, who understand what is going on and who are sympathetic for whatever cause people are doing.
So what are they achieving? What do they want to achieve? I'm still coming to you, Mr. Ibrahim. You are a politician.
Yes.
What do they really want to achieve in the killings of people?
Well, you see, this is where it becomes difficult for some of us who are average watchers to these issues to define. But we all know, just like Chief said from Nasarawa State, there has been this long agenda. This is not a recent happening. It's just that there was a period in our history that matter quieted out. But it is coming up all over again. This has been in our long history, to drive Nigeria into Islamization. It has been there.
Is that the agenda? Is that the agenda?
Wait, excuse me. The facts and the records are there. You see, they are there. And it is there for anybody that wish to do a little research and to see. And let me tell you this. It is not that our politicians and those in government within the military are not aware of these facts and documents. They are. But you see, we need to be politically correct as we speak. And this is the reason why. Okay. And you see, that is why a lot of people especially people within the axis of the so-called middle belt, welcome it when Trump decided to come into it and is suggesting that he's going to participate directly, if possible, put boots on the ground to handle this issue. Some people within the middle belt celebrated that statement and wish that will happen. Why is it so? Because there are records or there are documents to show that our military has been compromised. Even a former president, who is Mr. Goodluck Jonathan, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, His Excellency, has to come out one day that his own presidency has been compromised. And we keep hearing some military people speaking almost the same thing, that our military seems to have been compromised. Are you also aware? The facts are there, the records are there, the documents are there, that some repentant Boko Haram, who are also considered as Islamist terrorists, are being recruited into our military. You see, so it seems the entire system seems to have been compromised. And that is why some people say, if the U.S. will come herself to help us handle this issue, I think because our life matter most than any so-called resources people are talking about. If we are not alive, what does the resources matter to us?
All right, thank you.
It's a little bit complicated, and this thing need to be dealt with. If it is not dealt with honestly, openly, that every Nigerian would witness, the purging must also have to start from the military and the politicians.
That's to unravel the complicated situation surrounding this genocide. It's talk in Nigeria. Well, let's go to the phone lines and let's hear from Nigerians your comment regarding all of this. You've heard from Chief Dennis. You've also heard from Comrade who is right there in Plateau State. You've heard from Mr. Ibrahim Idoko, who is also in Benue State, and also serve as the chairperson of Labour Party in Benue State. Well, let's take your comments. Send your message to a WhatsApp on 0705 6900 927. 0705 6900 927. Or you can also call 0802 502 7711. Hello, good morning.
This call is now being recorded.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning and welcome to the program. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Ebube
Chukwuzo from where?
Yeah, from Lagos.
Ebube Chukwuzo from Lagos. Please,
Call
1 minute.
recording
Let's
has
keep.
now ended.
Yeah, exactly what that last week is what is going on in Nigeria. You see, people that have been killing in Benue, in Plateau, are they not Christians? People in the IDB camp, are they not Christians? What are we talking about? You see, people should welcome USA to release us from this kind of atrocity going on in this country. Don't talk about it. It's open. Are you waiting until you are killed before you know what is going on in Nigeria? I beg. Let them go. Let them go. Come now.
All right. Thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
Welcome. What's the name and where are you calling us from?
Thank you very much. May God bless you and your
Bless you
management.
Too. Bless you too. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Malam Bello Usman. I am calling you from Woodin, Kano State.
All right, Bello from Kano State. Please make your comment.
Thank you very much. You see, when God created you as a human being, do you know that same God Almighty also still have right to create you as a goat or a cow or whatever that He want to create you as, that you don't have any power or right to challenge Him? So the reason is this. If you are a Christian, what you need to do is to be a good Christian between you and your God. And if you are a Muslim, what you should do is to try to be a good Muslim between you and God. Because I believe, as a Muslim, Islam doesn't teach anybody how to kill, and Christianity doesn't teach anybody how to kill. The life of Muslim, the life of Christian in these countries are important. But what I am trying to emphasize is, if you are saying that there is no genocide in Nigeria, you are just telling yourself you are just deceiving yourself. If you call somebody Deborah in Nigeria, which religion does that name reflect to? Automatically, that name is telling you that person is a Christian. Deborah was set ablaze in Sokoto State in the name of blasphemy. She was created by God Almighty. When God wants to take her life, He doesn't need the assistance of anybody to take her life. But she was set ablaze in the name of blasphemy. Sarah was also set ablaze in Kano State here, and also other one in Niger State. Tell me, if there's no genocide, only that three years that were set ablaze in this country, I've shown you that there is genocide already. And let me tell you, if we see the truth and we don't speak to the truth, we don't say the truth out, God will ask us one day after you leave this world, because when you leave this world, it will remain only between you and God. And the judgment of God has no Supreme Court where you can appeal your case. So, a Muslim Christian, we should be very careful and practice what either Quran or Bible is teaching us.
All right, so thank you very much.
There's genocide against Christians. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
God bless you too. Hello, good morning. Okay, our callers 0705 690 0927. 0705 690 0927. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's the name? Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. I'm Martin calling from Agbara.
All right, Marvin's from Agbara. Please quickly, 1 minute. Let's stick to time. 1 minute.
Okay. I just want to say I'm so happy this morning. Yeah, the two men, this man that just come from Kano and the man guest from Nasarawa. I'm so happy. You know, we know this platform has shown that we have people in this country. So because for the Muslim, the man from Kano, look at what he submitted. And also the man, that's your guest, that came out so bold and said so many things and mentioned names, said these things. I pray that God will guide that man, nothing will happen to him. We need more of all these type of people that will come and say things the way they know it. Not people that will come and start talking like, okay, they don't want to be involved, they don't want to say the truth, they don't want to say some certain things they know for one reason or the other. I know his life might be at stake because of the country we are, but nothing will happen to him. We need bold people like these people to come and start talking in this platform like this so that Nigerians will understand and know, even if nothing is being done, but we will know some people. People will know names and those that are doing some certain things. We don't need to start hiding these things. We need to start opening up, saying things as the way they are. So I just want to hail them. The man that just spoke now from Kano and is that other man from Nasarawa. God will bless them.
Thank you.
You too, Michael. Well done, sir.
Thank you very much. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Michael. Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Ben from Iba.
All right, Ben from Iba. Please make your comment.
Yes. Yeah. You see, when Jonathan was president, Jonathan told us that Boko Haram is in Nasarawa. That was what Jonathan said as a president. Do you know that Kabiru Sokoto was the most dangerous terrorist, the most wanted terrorist as of that time? He was the one that was responsible for the genocide committed against the Catholic Church in Niger. He killed over 180 people, set them ablaze inside church. He was the most wanted. Where was he found? In the governor's lodge.
when Kashim Shettima, the president, vice president, was the governor of Benue State, he was the one that shielded this man. Go and see what the other one was talking about, Bello Matawali, the president, junior minister of defense. That he's the one that is having meetings with terrorists. That he's the one that is granting them amnesty and so many other things. And when Bello Matawali was governor of Zamfara, he banned this man, Tojibelo, the most dangerous terrorist now in Nigeria, the most wanted. He banned him. The government presidents were there. Over 100 of his men were there with AK-47. Obasanjo has ruled this country more than any other person for 11 years. 3 years as a military man and 8 years as a civilian president. Obasanjo told us to beware in 2021 of Islamization, jihad, and Islamization. That immediately Obasanjo finished saying this thing, we started seeing Fulani herdsmen everywhere, killing people, sacking people. So why are we talking like this? They told us that they are in Nasarawa, they are in the House of Assembly, they are in the cabinet. If you are looking for evidence to find it, is obvious. What did they do refer to now? The president and they say that these people, the military have compromised. They are the ones that take the armory of the military and give it to Boko Haram. And they have arrested some of them. Some of them are standing trial. I see what I know for evidence. The killing in Enugu,
right, let's start wrapping up.
Over 200 people were massacred in Enugu, Christians, by Fulani herdsmen, and nothing happened. IGO police did not do anything.
Right, Ben Famiba, thank you.
Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you too for that. Okay, well, let's go back to our guest right there in Nasarawa State. We have Chief Dennis. Chief Dennis,
how are you?
Well, so much has been said, and I'm sure you also heard from the Labour Party chairman right there in Benue State, what he has had to say regarding all of this. So let's come to you now.
Yes.
This situation where it's been addressed as genocide, how did it start? What are these people looking for? Before we get to this point now, where the U.S. government had to comment on it, or the U.S. president had to make comment on this, how did they all start? What really happened?
Yes, I've already said that there is what is called Sharia genociding. The people believe in Sharia. Sharia is their doctrine. They don't want.
So as it is right now, sorry to comment. As it is right now, Christians and the Muslims don't live in the same society in Nasarawa State, or it's just a particular local government.
No, in Nasarawa State, we have Christian and Muslim. Christian are even 70% by my own statistic.
Okay.
Muslim can be 30%
okay.
or thereabout. That is the northern leaders who are desperate to implement Sharia policy has dominated Nasarawa State to ensure that every political leader comes from a Muslim. And these Muslims are people who are from the far north, not the Muslim in Nasarawa State. I want you to understand it very clearly. The present governor, if you trace his history, is from Bruno Deraba, and Makurdi is from Kano. All these Muslims, they bring people from Kebi and appoint a special advisor here. They bring people from Kano and give them secretaries to the state government. Why the indigenous Muslims who are from Nasarawa, Benue Plateau don't have such positions here? This is what is happening. They have also manipulated to achieve an agenda to ensure that all the traditional high-ranking are Muslim. As I'm telling you, the first time we're having a Muslim being the son of Keana, it is this period. And as I'm speaking to you, we have a case in Keana where 394 tea farmers who are purely Christian, particularly tea farmers, were killed in Keana local government.
345.
394 IDPs and vulnerable farmers of deep extraction of a land dispute were massacred on the 26th, 27th, and 28th of June 2024. That's last year. The corpses has not been released up to now. I'm talking to you, my brother.
By who?
And
who held the corpses down?
Yes, the Osalo of Keana, who and the governor of Nasarawa State and the commissioner of police, because the commissioner of police alleged he has a corpse in his custody, but they have not released any.
They held it. These are the people in respect to what? That they want to make investigations, or
no? They already what they said that the 10 people who are in Keana are not indigenous. They have no right to own farmlands. Therefore, they have taken the land and given to bandits that they have brought. So the 10 people now say want to resist that they will never. They now declare that they should be massacred, and they now went inside their IDP lodge in Keana local government headquarters. I'm not talking about something in the rural area. These are people who run and take refuge in Keana local government headquarters, some in primary school, some in the market. They happen in Yerewata and Benue State. It is what happened in Keana in 2024, last year. 26 June 27, because the killing was like continued for 3 days without being shedded.
Really?
And when they, yes, my brother, what I'm telling you is what we are on. The president of the Federal Republic is aware. Everybody is aware of this matter, my brother. I'm not, you see, I don't just speak, I speak with facts. And I'm making an allegation that you call me so that I will tell you this fact. This is the this is what we have been pursued, and this is what makes us even approach the presidency, because we're saying it's going to be a serious problem if those corpses are not given for us to bury. At least in Yerewata, even when they burn them, the people bury the ashes. But here, the police are holding to some corpses for over 1 year. They are refusing to do. What is their interest? Some people are saying we don't know where some of the corpses are. They must produce the corpse. 394 person killed in 3 days in Keana local government headquarters, in where security were there, and the government is want to shed it. My brother, what are we talking about?
All right. So, well, let me quickly go to the phone line so that we'll come back to conversation. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Good morning.
You have Chief Larry calling from Lagos.
All right, Chief Larry, just 1 minute.
It's so unfortunate and pathetic. But the question is this, just like the last caller said, the 394 we are talking about are Nigerians. You understand? And they have houses. I know Nasarawa is just next to Abuja. You know, when we are talking about these things, you were asking a question, what is the intention? What are the purposes for all these things? It's simple. You will hear that a place has been attacked. And the next thing you see the army comes and do what? They create an IDP camp for the indigenous. Then some people are living there. See, today, the question is, what is the government? What is the intent and purposes of the government for allowing that a town or village or a community was attacked, and after the attack, you will create an IDP camp for people? And if you go there, people have occupied that place. Who are those people? It's simple. You see, we are just playing with the lives of people, thinking that it's not going to get to us. From Plateau to Benue to Nasarawa to Niger, every area you had that was attacked by these Fulani herdsmen, bandits, or whoever you call them. What happens is that the people there, they will evacuate them. As they are killing them, the people are going away. Government creates an IDP camp. People that have people outside run away from that state. Then some people are living there. As I'm talking to you now, go to all these things. Then somebody will tell you he doesn't know what is happening. He doesn't know what when you talk about genocide, they say no. Talk about Israelization, they say no. Talk about killing and occupy. You understand? They say no. The truth is the truth to you, the presenter, and to me, that in all areas, Yellow-Water and the one he talked about, people left there, people have occupied it. Why did this government stand up and go and take those people away from those lands that they have acquired, flag killing people, and we are playing to the gallery here? It's unfortunate and it's disgraceful.
It's unfortunate and disgraceful. Thank you very much. Well, let me come to our guest in Plateau State. Comrade, are you there?
Yes,
this is really disheartening to hear what's happening right there far away Nasarawa State. But we saw videos and comments from one Reverend Ezekiel also. How do you confirm all of these incidents happening? What is really going on? What are the purpose of this attack in Plateau? Plateau State used to be a state where everybody wants to visit because of the weather and the way it is. You know, Jaws, how the ice that's always dropping and all of that. But now it seems to be like Nobody even wants to go close anymore. It used to be one of the tourist sites too in Nigeria, aside from Calabar and some other state like that. So what is happening now? What's the situation like right now? Right, well, let's try and get connected to our guest. I guess network issues there. I was just talking to Comrade Ngwotam Janla from Plateau State, who is a university graduate and also an IT specialist. We also have Chief Dennis Usa Bongbon, who is a resident of Nasarawa State and a community leader and president of Farmers Association in Nasarawa. We also have the Labour Party chairman in Benue State, Mr. Ibrahim Idoko, who have been telling us, giving us first hand of this incident of genocide in Nigeria. It's been happening in the North Central, right there, and you've been hearing. I mean, so disheartening to hear all of these incidents happening right there in the northern part of our country, Nigeria. Well, let's go to social media. It says, good morning, crew. The fear of Trump is the beginning of wisdom. They are scared, knowing that they should know that they should be with the killings of people in Benue, Plateau, Taraba, even Kwara, Ondo. It's clear, like daylight, that we have genocidal attack against Christians in Nigeria. With what happened, Deborah, Lee, Shaibu, and also 200 killed in Benue, it is not glaring. Even Nigeria is now a gangster paradise. So, well, very disheartening situation right there, I must say. Okay, thank you very much for that comment. This is coming from Lekon in Lagos. Lekon, thank you very much for your comment. Okay, let's go to the phone line. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Michael Ian.
Good morning and welcome to the program. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Peter Usifu. I'm calling from Abanje, Nekotun.
All right, Peter Usifu from Nekotun. Please make your comment.
I have listened to your guest analyst, the one from Benue State, actually defined genocide, and I was very happy when he defined it. Despite the fact that I know the meaning of genocide before that definition. But be that as it may, it seems from what has been going on so far that there has been Christian genocide. But it is not in totality. Why am I saying this? They are killing. There have been killings, massacres here and there, of both Christians and Muslims. And that is the reason why some Muslims are saying there's no Christian genocide. But the thing is that no Christians are killed if you are going to talk about statistics. You understand? And because genocide is when you kill only Christians or when you kill only Muslims. Remember, we have traditional practitioners too, like a pagan and other religious bodies, apart from Christians and Muslims. So that is why many people are saying that there's no, especially Muslims, that there's no Christian genocide. But let me be clear, that politicians too, are complices to this with their traditional rulers and their religious elite. In most of these places, especially the North Central, where these killings have been going on. So it's a wake-up call. This Donald Trump threat is a wake-up call, and you can see that the government is trying as far as this insecurity is concerned. But it's a very good wake-up call for the government, because I believe that even these politicians, our leaders, know the real sponsors of this terrorism in Nigeria. Only that they are keeping quiet because of what they will give, probably to the election or even beyond. And then many Nigerians are being killed unnecessarily. So I thank Donald Trump for this. It's a wake-up call for the government to do more.
A wake-up call for the government to do more. Thank you very much. Well, let's go back to our guest right there. Comrade Ngwotam Janla. Comrade, sorry we lost you there a bit. You were trying to tell us what really is going on. Why is all of this happening? And I was asking that Pastor or Reverend Ezekiel had made mention of so many things. We're trying to see if we can also have Reverend on the program here on Spotlight. But for the meantime, so tell us, what really are the causes of all of this? Why are they after Christians? What led to this situation where we are right now in the northern part of the country?
I believe they want to take over the state. That's what I can say for sure. They want to take over the resources of the state, want to take over the leadership of the state, want to take the power of the state. When you look at some of these local government they attack, they are naturally blessed with resources in terms of team. And what these guys do is, if you go to Bokos, a local government now, most of the tin areas where the mining area, so to say, where these guys are mining are mostly Fulani that are mining there currently. Now, they surround the whole of the local government. So the indigenes are just few within the town. Now, the villages where these indigenes are farming, these guys has already taken the place. Now, we can't go to farm again. Even if we manage to farm, they will follow us to our houses, kill us, and burn the farm harvest we have harvested already.
Seriously?
Now, the mining side, yes, the mining side now, they are the one taking charge where they mine there and take the mining successfully. So, what I believe now that since they notice that God has already blessed Plateau people with mineral resources, with rich soil. Huh?
Please go ahead.
Yes. Now, what they notice is that we have already been blessed with mineral resources, and our farms, our land, the nutrient is very good. So they are taking over the state. Currently, they are taking most of the villages within this local government. There are villages in Riom local government. There are villages in Mangu local government. There are villages in Barkiladi local government. There are villages in Bokos local government that you can't dare to go there. Even if it is your forefather land that is there, you can't dare to go there.
Why?
But I noticed something with our people. Our people are so generous to a point that they allow these people, when they first came in, give them land. Well, since
because of our time, comrade, because of our time, we're really out of time. We just have about 1 minute to leave the studio right now. What really the efforts have you made to the government, probably any of the political leaders there, to call the attention of security agencies to the incident?
Now, I'm not in government, so I can't
probably as a community, as a comrade, or as the youth in the community, probably be able to approach any of the leaders and all of that this is what's happening, come to our aid.
Yes, what the government is doing currently now, in terms of trying to reduce this crisis, is to build more awareness to our people that what these guys are doing is to come and take over the land. Right. You have to be vigilant. But as someone said, the securities are under federal government.
Okay,
so whatever the state government,
we're really out of time already. We have to go right now. But we have this conversation again, probably tomorrow or next week. We'll come and talk more on this conversation again. Well, thank you very much, gentleman, Mr. Chairman, Labour Party in Benue State, Ibrahim Doko. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. And also,
thank you. But please,
comrade, we're out of time already, but probably we'll have this conversation next week, comrade, because I even wanted to ask you about the religious slogan.
I wanted to say this in closing.
We're out of time already, comrade.
I wanted to say this in closing. You see, Mr. Mike, there is a conspiracy theory or theories that are going on concerning why these attacks are going on. All
right. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this.
Then you will find them.
Let's talk about this tomorrow or probably next week. We'll have this conversation. We'll come again.
It's all right. I would like us to also speak about the conspiracy theories concerning what is going on.
All right. We're out of time, Lagos. We have to go now. My name is Michael Inyang. Please stay safe.
We don't just talk the talk. We walk the walk. Switch to the good side of life here on 92.7 Super FM.
Oh, the only detergent and that keeps me bright and fresh. I know they waste time to wash. I thought my clothes have the best, so why go less? You can't wash a lot with a little